Hi, everybody. Welcome to my back to school night online. I am so sorry that I cannot be there in person. I'm actually at the my kids' back to school night. I have a 7 and a 5 year old, and so I'll be at their school tonight because my wife actually teaches there as well. So I hope you guys can forgive me. And so I think this is the next best thing, a little screencast with my presentation for you guys. Just want to give you guys a couple little tools. Obviously, I'm Mr. Rodriguez, and I'm here because I love teaching. I love engaging and making education accessible to all. And so, everything that I try to do in my class, I have your kids in mind, and I know how difficult it was going through school. I mean, I wasn't the best student, but I really, really hope that the experience that your child or your son or daughter has in my class is one that they can walk away with, and feel like they had a chance to be successful. So that will be my ultimate goal. In terms of a couple of tips for you. Classwork and homework is worth 60% of the grade, and they have to be here. It's something that if they're not here, they're not learning, and if they're not learning, they're not doing their job. I talk to them all the time about treating me as a client of theirs, and when I assign work, they are there to do a good job and get paid in Santa Fe dollars. I look at it the same way. They're my clients, and so every service that I provide for them is geared to give them the best educational experience possible. Tip number two: test quizzes and projects are worth 40% of their grade, and if they can do a combination of both, they should pass my class as long as they're always giving their 100% effort, and try not to come up with excuses for their failures. There will always be an opportunity to perform at the level that they want to. If they, perform, in a certain test, they don't like their performance, there's always opportunities to retake and so forth. I do a lot of Saturday school for students, because at the end of the day, to me, it's all about the learning. And so that's why both are so crucial. Being here in class and taking tests is super important. Finally, there's a couple of study tools that I'd like you guys to make you aware of. Our interactive notebook, they have a spiral notebook that they should have. And this spiral notebook, basically, it's kind of like their journal here. We do a lot of note taking, a lot of activities, a lot of labs. And although I don't grade the notebook per se, that's where they should have all their information for the various activities that we do in class. And if they keep a good notebook, then most likely they have all the information they need to be successful on a test. So always make sure that they're keeping up with this interactive notebook. Important study tool number two, I use Edpuzzle and Google Classroom a lot. All right. Edpuzzle is a website that's online. There's an app for it as well. And Google Classroom also, it's online and there's an app for it as well. I use Edpuzzle primarily and I'll show it to you guys here. To develop, deliver the various content that I need the students to understand, and they have access to this website in class, at home, and so it's 24/7. So any content that I really feel it's super important for them, I go ahead and I load on our Edpuzzle accounts. It's super important that whoops, teacher, there we go. There we go. So there is our teacher account. So this is what they will see. So for example, here are all the assignments that they have thus far. And as you can see, I can track their progress, and all the information that is here It's accessible at any time, 24/7. And also, it's fair game for exams. And so, whenever I do any type of lecturing, I try to deliver that content through Edpuzzle. That way, they can go at their own pace. And in class, we review and we go over various concepts. We do labs to reinforce certain concepts. So Edpuzzle is definitely a tool that they should be keeping up with. And Google Classroom is another tool that I use to keep us organized. And so I will go ahead and show you that now. It's organized by periods. Your students are actually pretty savvy with it now. So whenever there's an assignment or announcement, I go ahead and post it in their classroom. I have their syllabus and also lots of other things, lots of resources for them to kind of go through and flip through here. So anytime there's a new assignment, I always post it through Google Classroom. So those are the two main study tools that I use. And finally, our motto is power love. So I talk to the kids about loving themselves enough to always give 100% effort and having zero excuses. And I really feel that if they stick to that motto, together we can make anything happen. I'm sure that they will be successful in this class. It's when we turn it around and give 100 excuses and zero effort, that's when there's a problem in class. So I will always work with your child to make sure that they are successful here, as long as they want to work with me to improve their grade and their experience. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime. I will post a link to this. To my email, as well as a link to our daily agenda that's updated fairly continuously every week, so that you guys can know and keep track of what homework, what projects to do, and so forth. So like I said, I hope this was informative. And if you want to leave any comments or reply to this video post, feel free, introduce yourself. I'll be glad to hear from you guys. All right, so hope this helped, and see you guys soon.